guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Clarabelle, and I'm super delighted to have you guys back again, but not in my usual spot because we are driving today. So I was just going out and I thought of just, maybe just quickly do a video because I might probably not be able to do it when I get home today, and I just wanted to get this video out of the way. But how are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, because I and my family did, and we all have so much to be grateful for. I am most especially grateful for you guys, my subscribers, my supporters. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate your contributions. Like, it means a lot to me. I'm just going to park in here and quickly do this video because I'm driving, and sometimes just driving and doing a video could be one hell of a job. But let me look for somewhere and just like really quickly chill and do my video. Let me see if I can face here. So I'm parked somewhere, and that takes me to today's video. I've been thinking about it, and I just want all of us, come on, let's encourage ourselves, guys. Sometimes in life it's always very easy to come out to say you want to achieve this, you want to achieve that, you're going to achieve this, you're going to break it, this year we're going to be everything. But keeping that same energy going to really attain these goals is no joke. Some of you started these goals and it's almost like you failed in it and you're embarrassed to even start again. I'm here to tell you that you can start again. Okay, you failed, big deal. For you to achieve your goals in life, you have to see failures as part of the process. To build a brand is not easy. To achieve your goals, to go to school, to attain all these goals that you set for yourself, to build a career, it's not an easy. You will get rejections. Even in careers, you go for interviews and you're rejected. But would you say that because I was rejected, I'm not going to go for another interview? I'm not going to apply for jobs. I'm just going to be stagnant because I've been rejected. No, you're going to keep applying for jobs until you get the right one, right? You're not just going to give up on your goals because you were rejected at this job, right? So I want to encourage us as we go into 2024. What is that thing that you have in mind that you've been thinking to do? Choose goals that you can easily attain. A lot of people look at other people's businesses, career choices, business choices, and what people do, and they are succeeding in that aspect of whatever it is they must have chosen, and you just admire, you see the end goal of that success, right? You look at them and you're like, wow, I really want to do this, and you jump into it. And at the end of the day, that's not what you can really attain. Have you looked inwardly and asked yourself genuine questions? Is this something that is realistic for me? Is this something I can do? The only thing that have kept me going on YouTube is not because that I am succeeding as much as I want to. My passion in what I do has really kept me going, because if I'm looking at the views sometimes, I'm looking at the followership sometimes, I might think that I'm slow. Right? I'm not discouraged because I'm not getting the goals, I'm not getting the views, I'm not getting the amount of subscribers that I need to get to where I need to get to, right? I'm going because this is something I know that I can constantly do even when I'm not paid. It's something I'm passionate about. This is my strength. I love to sit down and have conversations. So until you find that thing that really drives you, even when you're not making it, there's no money involved in these things, you can still continue to do these things passionately. That's when you know that you're on the right path. Because if your mind is to make money instantly, you can never grow in any business. I am not driven by the money yet. I'm driven by the impact, by the gift God has given to me. I love to encourage people. I just love to counsel. It's something I found in me, and I just say, Clarabelle, you really love to do these things, you really love to encourage people, you really love to counsel people. Why not put it into good use? The goal for me here is that if God has given me a gift, I'm going to utilize that gift, and the goal for me is to die empty. You know, a lot of us carry so much gift in us and we die with it. So how are we going to set up goals that can be realistic as we go into 2024? The first thing I would tell you, for you to achieve any goal when it comes to business wise, based on what my knowledge and the things that I hear from other people, is consistency. You have to always show up. Even when, you know, when you are down, you gotta show up. You have to show up. Even when you're unsure of what you're going to do or say. Like, I'm unsure of what I'm going to say today, but I knew I was going to put up a video, but I have to show up. And that's the goal. You gotta show up. You have to be consistent. In 2024, if you're still thinking of starting a YouTube channel, and YouTube is not a joke. It's not a joke. You have to like having conversation. You have to find a niche. What is that niche? What is that thing that, you know, drives you crazy? When I first started YouTube, a lot of people say, do this, do that, tell me to do different things, and which is coming from a good place, trust me. But I asked myself a journey question: is this something I can do and do well? Is this something I would be consistent in? Is this something that I can do and fully be committed to this thing? Commitment is another thing, you know, but if you're passionate about it, if you're hungry for it, if you're pregnant and you need to birth it, trust me, it will keep you going. So we're going to set SMART goals. SMART, SMART, SMART goals. That's how you should structure your goals in 2024. You know, we're all going into 2024 and nothing is stopping us from achieving our goals. I like to think ahead of time. I'm already thinking about my goals for next year. What am I going to do? Where am I going? What am I doing? So if you're not thinking already into 2024, I think is such a good way to prepare yourself for what you're going to get. Set goals for 2024. I know we are in 2023 and this is the end of 2023. We're almost at the end of the road. So if you're not setting those goals for 2024, I wonder what you're doing with your time. I wonder what you're doing with your time, because at this point you should be setting goals for 2024. I mean, come on, what are you doing with your time? You need to be clear about what your goals are in 2024. The first thing is, be specific with your goals. Don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Be specific. So that's the first step. Be specific with your goals. Have a clear vision in mind. Let your goals be well defined. Let it be clear. Have a clear vision of what your goals are. Let it be measurable. Always measure your progress as you go in that business. Maybe after 6 months, think about it. Go back, sit down, introspect, and look at your progress. You have to measure that progress to know where you are and the things you need to do. If it's something you need to do to step up the game, fine. You have to measure your progress as you go. Another thing is, set achievable goals that you can easily attain. Let's say, for instance, you want to lose weight and you're telling yourself, I want to lose weight, I want to start going to the gym. And you start up by telling yourself you're going to go to the gym 7 times a week. Is that an achievable goal? No, I don't think so. Maybe for you, but for me, no. That is setting myself up for failure. So I know that for me, I have to be true to myself. Let me start with 2 days a week and let's see how it goes. Maybe after 2 days, I might add another day, making it 3 days. Just as we go, and it takes me back to measuring your progress, right? So I'm specific with my goals. I want to lose weight, right? That's a well clear vision of where I want to be. I want to be a size 10. I want to be a size 6, right? So it's a clear vision for me. I know where I'm going. When I start, is it something I can achieve, right? Now that I've started it, am I setting goals and structures and ways that I can achieve these goals, right? Losing this weight. If I start off by saying that I'm going to go to the gym 7 times a week, then I'm lying to myself, because that is obviously not attainable to me, not at this space in my life. But be true to yourself. So you want to set goals that are achievable, goals that you can easily achieve, and that's by being true to yourself. You know, tell yourself, yes, let me start 2 days a week and let me see, you know, measure the progress as I go. I might add another 1 day to this and I would keep going. So I'm just using this to show you ways that you can really achieve your goals in 2024. Be specific, measure your progress, and set achievable goals. Let it be realistic. Honestly, let it be realistic. You know, sometimes we set goals that are not realistic. Let's be honest. We set goals that we know that we can never attain, like not even in our lifetime. Let it be realistic. Let it be in line with your purpose. Is this something that I can attain? Is it specific? You know, is it measurable? Like, measure the process, like we talked about earlier on. Be specific. Let it be measurable. Let it be achievable. You got to set goals that are achievable, realistic goals. You don't just want to set goals just because I want to set it. Let it be realistic. It's something that you can reach. It's something that is realistic to your purpose, right? When you're choosing goals, you have to choose goals that are specific to your strength, something you can do without getting tired, something not out of your reach, something not out of your strength. Utilize your strength, you know, don't stretch yourself outside your capacity, you know. So let it be realistic. Let it be realistic. And that's the only way you can attain this goal. Set timely goals. I know that this could be tricky sometimes, but set timely goals. Tell yourself that in the next 5 years, I want to grow in my career. In the next 7 years, in the next 2 years, this is where I want to be. You know, set timely goals, you know, where you want to be at a specific time. And even if you don't get there at that time, don't give up. You can stretch it. You can expand the time. Don't look at yourself like a failure, that you have failed because you've not achieved that. Because sometimes we set all of this timeline and we don't attain them, and we get discouraged and we feel like we are failing, or we are failures because we are not able to reach these goals at a specific time. Don't you dare look at yourself as a failure. You are doing well. You have time to expand it. You can start all over again. So this video is just to encourage all of us. What is that one thing that you're thinking in your head that you want to start up, but fear of the unknown, fear of acceptance, fear that people might not, you know, embrace that journey with you? Don't let that weigh you down. Trust me, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find people that would, you know, that would support your goals. There are people that are genuinely there to support you out there. So yeah, don't let fear stop you. Don't let it stop you in 2024. If you want to start up your YouTube channel, if you want to start up your business, I don't care what it is that you want to start up, now is the time. Don't let it. Put it in God's hands. Put it in God's hands. Trust the journey. Trust the process. But you have to set a smart goal. Just like I talked about earlier, it has to be what? It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be realistic. And it has to be timely. The timely is tricky. But if you don't attain those, if you don't attain it at that time, what did I say? You can start all over again. You have the chance to expand it. You have the chance to start all over again. And even if you fail in that business, don't be afraid. A lot of us are embarrassed because we're in the faces of everyone and we're not really achieving our goals like we want to achieve it. That would make you not want to pursue it, or that could make you feel really embarrassed. See, failure is part of your success story. Failure is part of your journey. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to be embarrassed. Don't be afraid to fail. You know, you learn from that. You put yourself together and you keep moving. You know, keep moving. Remember, you always gotta show up. That's the only way to achieve these goals. So I'm here to encourage us as we go into 2024. You can do it. We can do it. That's what is pushing me. That's what is actually pushing me to keep going. And I will not stop, because again, this is realistic to my purpose. This is realistic to my goals. So you got to choose realistic goals. Don't follow other people's, don't follow other people's goals. Follow your goal. Be true to yourself. Be consistent. Come correct. Represent. Show up. Show up even when you don't know how it's going to turn out. You might be surprised. You might be surprised. Start. Because if you don't start now, in the next 5 years, you will regret not starting now. So it's getting dark. And yeah, I just have to end this video here. Like I always do in all of my videos, you are loved, you are kind, you are special, you are beautiful, you are valuable, you are special, you are kind, you are enough. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, peace. Bye.